Netflix began in 1997 as a DVD by mail rental company that quietly dismantled Blockbuster and changed how people watched movies at home. In 2027, it launched online streaming, and by 2011, it had almost completely shifted away from DVDs, pouring money into its own original programming. For a time, Netflix wasn't just entertainment. It was the future of entertainment. When the pandemic hit in 2020, life slowed down. People were scared, uncertain, and stuck with more time on their hands. Some had lost work, others were caring for family or grieving losses. Staying home felt safer, and streaming became the easiest distraction from a world in chaos. Netflix's subscriptions and profits skyrocketed, and its stock price doubled. But leadership mistook that situational boom for permanent dominance. By late 2021, the market was already overcrowded. Disney+, HBO Max, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV+, and Peacock had all launched their own streaming empires, each clawing away at Netflix's once unchallenged audience. Then, to make things worse, 2022 brought another hit. Netflix's old long-term licensing contracts began to expire. The very shows that built its dominance, beloved hits from other studios, started vanishing overnight. Shortly after, those studios pulled their content back to their own platforms, taking entire fan bases with them. Suddenly, Netflix didn't have Friends, The Office, Parks and Recreation, Marvel, or Disney titles. The comfort shows people replayed endlessly. And even worse, what filled the empty space were disposable originals, shows nobody remembered 2 months later, canceled before they had a chance to grow. The library that once felt infinite started to feel shallow. As the catalog shrank, the price kept climbing. What once cost under $8 a month now pushed $20 a month in some regions, and Netflix added ads into paid plans. Paying more to see commercials hit people wrong. Inflation was up, wages weren't, and layoffs were everywhere. Netflix didn't adjust to that reality. It doubled down on squeezing customers at the exact moment the public was growing fed up with corporate greed. Then came May 2023. Netflix officially banned password sharing, claiming each account must belong to a single household. For a decade, account sharing was normal. Families and friends split the cost, and nobody cared. Now it was labeled unauthorized use. The timing couldn't have been worse. Public frustration with price gouging and layoffs was peaking, and Netflix's move became the symbol of greed fatigue. Social media erupted with calls to cancel. Millions did. Others just stopped caring. The anger wasn't really about entertainment. It was about being nickel and dimed by every company at once. Netflix just happened to be the one that crossed the line first. They raised prices, cut staff, lost beloved shows, and then punished users for sharing accounts. It looked like arrogance and sounded like contempt. By late 2023, boycotts and mass unsubscribes weren't organized movements. They were ordinary people finally saying enough. In 2023, co-founder Reed Hastings stepped down, replaced by Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters as co-CEOs. Instead of repairing the company's relationship with the public, they stayed focused on investor metrics, higher prices, stricter rules, and PR spin about optimizing revenue. They were speaking to shareholders while customers were speaking with their wallets. Netflix didn't just lose content, it lost credibility. As Netflix faltered, others stepped in. Disney Plus leaned on trust and nostalgia. Amazon Prime bundled streaming with shopping perks. Free platforms like Tubi and Pluto TV offered an escape from subscription fatigue. And platforms like YouTube and TikTok captured the next generation's attention. People didn't stop watching. They just stopped paying. Netflix's fall isn't a mystery. It's what happens when a company forgets who gives it power. They believed subscribers would tolerate endless hikes and restrictions. Instead, the public quietly revolted. Every canceled account, every switch to a competitor, every post calling out greed, the balance of power shifted back to the people watching, not to the executives counting. Netflix taught the world how to stream, and then showed us what happens when a company stops listening. It lost its library, its reputation, a lot of goodwill. The message from viewers was clear. Stop treating us like a product. When the corporations forget that, The fall is only a matter of time. Do you still have Netflix? Or did you cancel? Was it the prices, the ads, the password ban, or the sense that they just stopped respecting customers? Tell me below, because every subscription is a vote. People are finally using theirs.